Hey, this is Crenshaw. This is my good friend Elliot Mason right here on the trombone, and we're going to talk about plunger technique. It's something that really doesn't come overnight. It's something that you really have to work on. First thing that I would recommend before you try anything with plunger is to really get your sound together without the plunger. With the plunger, add something else to whatever it is that we have to do. We already have to do our wrist work. You know, already have to move up and down the slide like that. And then we have to put our left hand into it as well. So I recommend not just do jazz work, but do some excerpts, or do some etudes, or do some scale work, but really get that sound going, get it as full as possible, especially in the higher register. The plunger is similar to the lower jaw of your mouth, and moving it up and down really gets different sounds going. First, I would just get familiar just to get a sound. I would play closed, all the way closed, to really just get like a sound, or like a moaning type of sound. With no inflection, no inflection, no vibrato or anything like that, just to get a sound. And that's just closed. It's not tight. Now notice that it's not tight. When we mean, let's differentiate the two. Closed plunger, this should have a little bit of air seeping through it. Tight plunger, there's no air seeping through, none at all. And you get kind of a car horn sound like this. And here's the differences. Just by me pushing in the plunger just a little bit makes that much of a difference. So you can just imagine just how much of a difference I make when I open it and close it, open it and close it, open it and close it. So I would just mess around, like if you're just starting out, I'll just mess around with it a little bit, just try to get the difference between opening and closing, and just try to find different sounds. Slow it down a little bit so you can hear the differences. And now you start to think about vowel sounds. You know, everyone knows A, E, I, O, U. I would look in the mirror at myself and just look and see how I would say certain vowels. Like, for instance, O, slow it down, O, and really apply it to the plunger. Or, for instance, most of the sounds that you probably hear is something like ow, 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 like this. Or wah, wah, wah. So you notice you start with the plunger closed and then you open it up for the out, for the wah sound. Wah, wah, wah. And then you can also put two syllables together, like wow, wow. And then you can also move the slide up and down and really get the type of sounds, and you really start to get that human effect. And before you know it, you can end up making different types of sounds with putting the articulations into it, like ooh, 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 ooh. Or dot, dot, dot. Or dow, dow, dow. And putting the pixie in gives another element to it. It makes the pitch even sharper. But there's no problem because we had the tuner slide right here in our hands, so we can adjust accordingly. And so now you get to have a more nasal type of sound to it if you get mad at somebody, so to speak, and you really want to get the sound out. Now remember, the sound is the most important, so you really have to have a big sound to really get the plunger to work, especially in the higher register. Ya ya or wah 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 or ya ya ya. And with the ya ya ya, you can move the mouth down. It's like yo 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 yo, just really raising the tongue up and down. Yo 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 to really get that type of sound. And you can do this with a scale, or you can do it with just random notes like I've been doing. Almost like you're talking to a baby. When I had my daughter, I played the trombone for her, and I did the plunger sounds with her, and I just tried to everybody says Gucci 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 Goo and yo 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 and yo yo go 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 and all that type of stuff. So you could do that as well on the trombone. Or you can also just think about different sounds that you hear, and you try to imitate them. You got to have an imagination to do plunger work. Laughs, so to speak, different types of laugh, the short type of laugh. I'm just really just doing like body husks. Or you can do like a good Of course, that requires more air. Or something's really funny, you really put the flutter tongue with it. Imagination. Different different types of things. You can do songs, different types of songs. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, All Too Soon. That's one of my favorites that Lawrence Brown used to do. And that goes back to my last lesson I was talking about, same direction, same partial, closest note. And then you can also put vibrato with it to really, really get a vocal quality out of it. I'm using jaw vibrato this time. Yo, 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 or you can slow it down however fast you want to use it. Or you can use a slide vibrato. Something like that.